Martin Crowe perhaps is elected to bat because of this new rule where you calculate the highest scoring overs, and the side batting first has the advantage over there, so with Shah's forecast for the afternoon. And that's the reason why he's elected to bat after winning the toss.
So Wasim Akram left arm over the wicket to John Wright. John Wright has only scored 57-1 in the duck in the competition. His partner, Great Batch, has been the man that's really started it for New Zealand. Got them on the right road as far as being positive in the early overs, so it's going to be a great battle. The great Wasim Akram, who's very swiftly comes in for the first ball of the semi-final. And he beats him beautifully by.
Yes, that's his ability. He can move the ball around at a very good pace. You're never quite sure where he's going to bowl it.
Wasim Akram to John Wright. The open stance, the bat on the toe. Flicks it just ball to square, and then a short leg Javed looking to his left. So 2 to right.
Quite meticulous with the field placings. That ball hit in the air. Travelled a good 20 metres in the air.
Wright stopping, the throw's wide. Well backed up. They've been very close with hit. John Wright, who's not quick between the wickets, is in a bit of trouble.
It's a good piece of work by Mushtaq, coming from a deep gully position. He's one of the better Pakistan infielders. And he had John Wright cold if he'd hit.
It's over the top. That's the first boundary. It's a 6. Top edge, cutting away, Wasim Akram. Mark Greatbatch, who's had a wonderful tournament, brings up another 6. That's his 13th 6 in the World Cup.
Only about 45, 50 metres in that area. As I mentioned, Mark Greatbatch plays for Auckland in the domestic competition. Knows the ground pretty well. He knows where to hit them. Go for the short side of the ground.
It's just the one scoring shot, a 6 over third man. Right, 6 off 24. He's charged him. He's hitting straight down the ground. It's high. Won't go all the way. Imran's coming across the mid-off. He's charged Wasim Akram, and he's putting away for 3. So Greatbatch doing the job. He's making the Pakistan bowlers think.
Getting that one a bit high on the blade, getting up towards the splice of the bat. A lot of elevation, but there wasn't a great deal of timing in the shot.
That's a fine shot. Wright finds a gap. That's 4.
Beautifully timed there by John Wright. Whereas he was jabbing at the ball outside off stump in the first couple of overs, a little bit more relaxed there and really timed that one sweetly. Waited for it and just put it into the gap.
Oh, he's hit that miles. It's a short boundary. Oh, this will go into second tier. Huge 6. Down she comes off the concrete. What a shot. Down the wicket he goes. Take that, Aqib Javed.
Well, Mark Greatbatch has certainly got that one away. In fact, at Christchurch just a few days ago, he really got into Aqib Javed. Took 16 off his second over. And so now he's trying to dominate the ascendancy again and really put Aqib out of the attack, because the problem is that if Aqib comes out of the attack quickly, Mushtaq Ahmed, the leg spinner who bowled so brilliantly at Lancaster Park, could come on, and he really changed the game and allowed Pakistan to win that match.
Slow ball, well bowled, and a big appeal there from Aqib Javed. Good bowling. I think that might have been a leg bye. No, the umpire's saying that he got a little edge on that. This is Aqib Javed. Oh, well bowled, he's bowled him. Slower ball, you little beauty. That was a magnificent delivery. He very, very nearly got himself an LBW last over with a slow ball, having been hit for That was a slow one, totally beat Great Batch, and back go the stumps. It was hardly quick enough to knock the bails off.
Well, quite clearly, it's a very big blow for New Zealand. A very good wicket for Pakistan. Might have got an edge or perhaps a little bit of a pad onto that, but really did him through lack of pace. Magnificent bowling by Akib.
Yes, and a good start too for New Zealand, thanks to Mark Greatbatch, 17. Just 22 balls, and I don't want to knock that because it's better getting off to a quick start than having a sluggish one. 1 for 35.
Yes, that ball did pitch a lot outside the leg stump, but looks like he just got that edge. May have just hit it on or just beaten him with the off cutter. And so it's a very big wicket for Pakistan to get. Big disappointment that for Great Batch in New Zealand. That brings Andrew Jones to the wicket, and he's had quite a good World Cup, been reasonably consistent. But of course, Andrew Jones, he takes quite a while to settle down. He's not a fluent stroke maker by any means.
He's hit that in the air. This will be out. Caught in the deep. He's got him. Wright has got frustrated. He's decided to go for it, and Rami's sitting down there at the deep long on boundary, waiting for the opportunity to latch onto a catch. Hardly had to move. Wright is now out. The pressure has got to him. This is how it happened.
Well, this is the problem when you get bogged down and you see it there and you think, right, I've got to get on with it. Up in the air it goes, and Ramiz takes a very simple catch. Very good bowling by Mushtaq. Good field placing. John Wright will be very, very disappointed with that, and that will certainly not help New Zealand's cause today.
So Wright out for 13. Too many balls. 44 altogether. New Zealand have lost their second wicket, and the score now 39. So Imran Khan moving the field around now. The new batsman in, Martin Crowe, was welcomed by this big crowd here. Huge applause, and he's down at the non-strikers end because they crossed. That's a beautiful shot. It's a good reply.
Next New Zealand now on to 2 for 43 in 30.
It's the 100. But a very good average 52 there. It's very consistent scoring.
Beautiful stroke. He just waited on it. There's no shortage of approbation here for the New Zealanders when they make runs. It's not a capacity crowd, but it is a very big and enthusiastic run, and that was beautifully timed and placed.
Just slightly overpitched from Mushtaq Ahmed, but Martin Crowe didn't waste any energy on this.
Shot. That is beautifully picked up. Lovely shot, way off his toes. In super form already.
Imran Khan here straying in line twice in succession. The first ball down the leg side, not being given wide. This time it's close enough to Martin Crowe for him just to pick the ball up cleanly. 2 bounces into the boards there for 4. Again, beautifully timed. Martin Crowe has been in very good form all through the competition.
That's a valuable stroke. May not have been a great one, but it's taken New Zealand on to 2 for 63 at the end of that over. Well bowled. It's outside off stump. Wouldn't have been much in it, but Jones has got himself across. Outside off stump. It's one of the few balls that's actually got up a bit.
Just a little bit of bounce there as well, that's right. And Akib Javed, as ever, enthusiastic in his appeal. Thank you, Richie. Martin Crowe pulls the first ball away for 4. Mushtaq Ahmed just a fraction short, and there's no doubt about it that Martin Crowe is in top touch here at Eden Park. The New Zealand captain having a wonderful series and timing the ball beautifully. It's just a fraction short. He pulled it, he stood up, just wide of the fieldsman at deep backward square leg.
Yeah, long off that one, and he punished it appropriately, right into the gap. Really good shot. He's looking in fantastic form.
Fine shot, beautifully placed.
It was good placement. And the ball there coming onto the bat nicely. I think that the New Zealanders will be pretty happy with this change. A little bit of pace. They can use it a little bit better than they can the leg spin, because it comes onto the bat a bit. It's a slow field. It's a slow wicket, this. Fastish outfield. Imran using his leg spinner Mushtaq here to try and break this partnership, and I think he'll want to keep Jones down there. He'll probably slip in the wrong and see if he picks it in a minute.
Oh, it spins and it beats the wicketkeeper as well. What a turn there. That was the leg break going for byes. Might go all the way. Four byes. Valuable runs for New Zealand.
Yes, that was interesting there. Was there a deflection off the bat? I'll tell you what, it didn't half turn. It's no wonder Jones is having a few problems with him. Slips in the one that turns the other way now, and it'll be all over.
Beautifully bowled. It wasn't all that well taken. It's in close. Got to be close. Yes, beautiful bowling. Forced Jones back. Gave the umpire Buckner a good look at that. And that's a valuable wicket for Pakistan. Jones, LBW to Mushtaq Ahmed.
What a wicket. Great bowling by Ahmed. Not fussed by the one that went away for 4. He's come in and produced a little jaffa. Have a look at this. Pitching around about leg stump, straightening down the line. Whack on the back leg. That would have hit middle and off. No doubt about that. Good umpiring to Steve Buckner from the West Indies. He's had a tremendous World Cup as well. And boy, that has brought the Pakis alive. And New Zealand are now 3-4. What would it be? 87. Of 66.67 runs per 100 balls. He's averaged 40. His top score is 65. Well, I think in the air that one, but into the gap. Nice placement. We've got to take a few chances. Get the scoreboard ticking. 3 runs there. It's getting back to the point on captains. I think that it's probably fair to say that the sides with the best captains are in the semi-finals. Certainly Crowe has been very impressive. Imran makes a huge difference to this Pakistan side. And Kepler has done a very, very good job.
Pakistan keeping the pressure on the New Zealand batsman at the moment. Crowe away for one more, bringing up the New Zealand 100 in the 30th over off 179 balls. Good steady progress by the Kiwis, but a finely balanced contest at the moment, Richard. Good shot from Rutherford. Unorthodox stop by Ramiz using footballing tactics. They're getting a left boot on it. Hope that hasn't hurt him too much. It certainly saved the runs, if nothing else.
It never hurts if your captain happens to be the bowler. That he was wrong-footed there. He started off, I think, to throw himself at it, found he was on the wrong foot.
Crowe sweeps. Comes back for the second. It's good running again from Martin Crowe. Taken on Ramiz Raja at deep square leg there. Taken on his arm and done it very well and very successfully. And we'll move on to some more there. That's 4 runs. It's a bad ball from Iqbal Sikandar, a full toss on leg stump. And when you're in Martin Crowe's sort of form, that's no problem whatsoever. He's picked the gap, hit it cleanly, 2 or 3 bounces, split the field, and that's 4 more.
It was a gift. There were 2 men out there, one in front of square and the other one behind square. Neither had a chance. Wasim Akram is out at deep backward point.
Very quick over the ground, Akram there. Good throw in this time to the bowler's end. Spotted that perhaps Rutherford might be less keen to run than Martin Crowe. And a great diving effort at long off. It's 4 runs to Ken Rutherford, who's trying to break the shackles now imposed on him by the Pakistani bowlers. He's gone down the wicket this time. Aimed over long off, the man is wide there. He's come in diving, Akib Javed, but But it's one bounce into the fence and 4 runs.
Martin Crowe. And a man who's a better sweeper than Ken Rutherford.
A man who's been fabulous touch through this tournament, whereas Rutherford tucked himself up and failed to make contact with the bat. Crowe has timed this ball sweetly and hit it directly square of the wicket. It's a short boundary down there, but it still counts as 4. That is not a very good ball at all. Sohail, inexperienced, part-time bowler, and he bowls a big full toss. And exactly where Wasim Akram has moved from, Wasim would move squarer towards square leg. Crowe this time picks his gap, hits it high and handsomely over the field. Yeah. Good shot from Rutherford. That might just beat Akram. He's made it round. Akram, no, it should be 4. It's Akib Javed. Akib Javed on the third man boundary. It looked very much as though he might have stepped over the rope there. And he's pretending he hasn't noticed. The crowd certainly have noticed. There's a lot of noise down at third man suggesting that perhaps Javed should be changing his call there. You can see the foot clearly over. And there's absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever that that ball should be called 4. Steve Buckner, of course, is 90 metres away. He can't tell himself. He has to rely almost totally on the fielder's cooperation. And unless David Shepherd has seen it, yes, David Shepherd, the English umpire at square leg, he's seen enough, he knows what's happened. And Steve Buckner changes his call, and it's 4 runs to Ken Rutherford.
He always believed that he didn't know the law, saved it inside the boundary. They always have ropes or white lines.
Rutherford over the top, straight down the ground. He's letting those shackles go now. It's 4 runs, and New Zealand are 3 for 140.
Certainly in the last 4 or 5 overs, New Zealand have certainly come back into the match very well. They've got a good platform to build on, and I'm sure Warren Lees there, the coach, is delighted with the situation.
That's a fine shot. Good intelligent batting, look for the gaps, and that's where he's tried to hit it, away from the fieldsman.
It took Kenny Rutherford 20 balls to get off the mark, but since then he's really started to get into it, and he started to strike the ball quite nicely, use his feet, get down the wicket, chip over the field. No one there, 4 runs. First innings score here, which will put Pakistan under a lot of pressure.
That's gone. Into the stand. Well, hits the advertising hoardings on the full. Umpire Shepherd is in no doubt. Looked like he got it into the stands there for a second. But it's just hit the advertising hoarding on the full.
Yes, well, Martin Crowe's certainly looking to dominate now, and he's gone for one of the shorter boundaries. The New Zealand crowd here are really starting to hum and buzz because they know now that New Zealand are going to be very, very competitive in this semi-final.
It really is great to see a guy who can get out there and lead from the front and drag his team up by the bootstraps. Now they're in with a very good chance of winning the semi-final as they move to 3 for 162.
Australia had played exceptionally well and annihilated New Zealand in the Test series and the one-day internationals prior to the World Cup. And so Martin Crowe is going through a real dilemma.
That's in the stands. This is a tremendous partnership building up here.
Well, again, Rutherford using his feet, coming down the wicket, hitting very straight, right back over the bowler's head, over the side screens.
Well hit. That also has gone into the stands. The shortest boundary at Eden Park.
Well, when a man's in form, you can't afford to drop it short. And Akram was just fractionally short of a length there, and Martin Crowe was able to pull that just behind square into the number 1 stand for 6 more. As you say, it's the shorter boundaries, and that's the one to play to if you're in that position.
That's Great shot, beautifully placed. That's the 100 partnership.
And that really was a classical off drive by Martin Crowe. A ball pitched up, and about off stump. Perfectly executed.
That brings up the 100 partnership. Third wicket falling at 87. And that partnership coming off 107 balls.
And that's a pretty good rate too, Ian, isn't it? Particularly with a slow start for Rutherford. Crowe, of course, took him a long time to get the strike back when Rutherford came to the crease. New Zealand having a home tie semi-final against Pakistan.
That slow ball a few times. He had one success with it, Akib Javed. On that occasion, Ken Rutherford brings up his 50. With the slow ball, it was a touch short.
51 drives there to the boundary. A few little flicks just behind square for singles. And this could well be out. Pulling that one, and the keeper Imran Khan takes the catch. So Kenny Rutherford's innings comes to an end. A very good innings indeed after a slow start. And really the partnership between Crowe and Rutherford is a substantial one. Could well be a match-winning one. And the breakthrough has come for Pakistan, but it may well be just a little bit too late. Still 6 wickets in hand left for New Zealand.
Just drifting a little bit in the breeze, but Imran Khan eventually grabs it. Rutherford is out and New Zealand are 4 for 194. Chris Harris is the man who's come out to join his skipper. He'll be at the non-striker's end. The batsman having crossed on that catch. Well, that's a gutsy performance. He's hobbled back for 2.
Yes, of course, he's only going to do himself more damage as well, isn't he? And this means that New Zealand just could lose the momentum a little bit if Crowe either has to leave the field or he has a runner. The understanding when running between the wickets, that's Mark Plummer, the New Zealand physio, very integral part of the New Zealand team and has been for the last 5 or 6 years. He's got players on the field to play.
Good placement. And 4. Well, the Pakistanis can go to pieces, we know that in the field. If things start to go wrong, they go wrong in a big way.
That is the short boundary, but you wouldn't have reckoned with 2 men having it covered that there's any way. Oh, dear me.
Oh, he's got him, that's out-stumped. Yes, on his way. No need for the umpire to even enter into the negotiations there. So Harris out-stumped by Imran Khan of the bowling of Sikandar. That was almost odds on. He made 13 of 12 balls, but he wasn't picking the spin. Had to go for it, and there it is, all over.
It was well stumped. The ball came along slowly to the keeper, but it was well bowled by Iqbal Sikandar. It's 5 for 214 after 46.
A run rate of 4.7 per over. Ian Smith is the new batsman. Imran the bowler. And that's got away square and over the top too. That may be 6. I think that went over the line and hit the board. There's a line down there. That's got to be 6. Yes, up she goes. Boy, have New Zealand taken advantage of that short boundary. Away from that one and gets it into the gap as well. And there's a mix-up, there's a run out, yes, Crowe's gone. When I say Crowe's gone, his mate's really gone for him. So great match, messing it all up for Crowe. They got themselves in a terrible tangle, and this can happen when there are 3 men out there all trying to negotiate whether or not to run. Crowe doing the right thing there, saying don't worry about it too. Ian Smith, who's out there at the moment, and he'll get a tremendous ovation. In fact, all the Kiwis at the ground are out of their seats at the moment, cheering the New Zealand captain off the ground.
And that's good work from the wicketkeeper, because he wouldn't have seen the runner who was running behind him, and yet he sensed there was something going on, whipped the bails off, and Martin Crowe has gone 6 for 221.
That one screaming to the boundary. You beauty, right off the meat of the bat. I tell you what, he hasn't scored many runs, but when he's been asked to go out there and turn it on, he's done just that. Have a look at this.
Unorthodox player. Favours the onside, although he will be inclined to step away and try and get the ball away through the off, but he's basically an across-the-line player. And very, very dangerous.
It's in the air and into the gap. That's 4. Out of the seats go the Kiwis. Bad delivery. Too short and given the appropriate treatment. That's the end of Aqib Javed's over. He didn't enjoy that one too much. 6 for 242. Big appeal, got him, LBW. Yes, he's angled it back in, playing the ball from the crease there. Deepak Patel trying to whip that one away on the leg side. The question is, did he get outside the line? Not according to umpire Shepherd. So he's out LBW, and I think that might have hit him on the toe as well.
Yes, that'll be quite painful. Deepak Patel is the man who's been used as the opening bowler for New Zealand in their matches. Handy runs there for him. He made 8. Just towards the end of the innings, 7 for 244 in the 49th.
And into the gap, and no third man. That'll be 4. Imran doesn't know what to do. His hands are in the air at the moment. I think he's going to bring the fine leg up and leave the third man down. He's following the ball. That is a sign of frustration. Imran. Smith gets a full toss, he smashed it away. It's 4, is it? Just short of the line down there at deep mid-wicket. Just for a second, I thought that was going for 6 as well. A full toss from Imran. Slow ball again, they'll get one. There was nothing he could do about that. Good one from Imran, that ball. So 7 for 262 off the 50 overs. They received 304 balls, and Smith ends up not out 18 off 10. What a little gem of an innings that was to finish off.
पंखों की दुनिया का बेमिसाल पंखा.
Spinners coming around the wicket to the left-handed Sohail, who's played so well in the World Cup. And I need to score pretty consistently in the first 15 overs. Well, the field's up, he cuts, gets a bottom edge, it's away. So Pakistan off the mark with a miss hit there, a single. A big crowd here roaring after the luncheon break. A great exhibition of batting by New Zealand. Conditions getting very windy here, almost a gale now, the breeze coming across the ground. That's a fine shot, that'll be 4. Good start by Ramiz Raja, perfectly executed deflection on the leg side.
Well, that guy was from Pakistan, and I think the New Zealanders will find out very quickly how fast this outfield is, and if Danny Morrison is going to bowl up on leg stump like that, Ramiz Raja will literally smash it into those boards. Very, very close boundary down there. Have a look at that one run away.
It's well placed and well saved. Come back for the second.
Throw way over the top. It's interesting to see whether he had a foot outside the line as he dived to save that one down on the square leg boundary.
Times that nicely, that'll go all the way down to the long line boundary. He picked it up beautifully. The half volley punched through mid-on. Fine shot.
Could have a game in our hands if these two get going. That's a lovely shot. Took that from just outside off stump, right off the meat. And it's gone flying away into the gap. That's why he played it in that direction, because there was no fieldsman there. The mid-on is very wide, and he knew as soon as he'd hit that, that it was going to go to the fence. Their run chase, and they've got to do well. They've got to score 263 runs to win this match.
It's a good shot, that'll be 4. Man coming around from deep cover, won't cut that off. He found the gap beautiful. It was a wideish delivery, and Ramesh Raja into the cover drive early.
It's interesting, those Ladbroke sides. England are favourites. They've been in the business a long time. That's out. He's taken the top edge as he's gone for the sweep shot there, and it's gone straight to backward square leg. Who's taken the catch? Well, they really did have to try and sweep him out of the business. They've succeeded only in sweeping him straight to the backward square leg fieldsman, and that's a tidy catch.
Yes, it was there to hit it. Sohail sweeping it fairly hard, but just a little bit of top edge, didn't keep it down there. The ball just away from the body a bit, straight to backward square leg. A regulation catch by Jones. First wicket is down by the 1. Sohail, a terrific run scorer in the tournament so far. It's 1 for 30. New batsman Imran Khan coming out leading from the front at number 3.
And rejecting those enthusiastic Kiwi appeals. That's crashed through the offside, but a great stop. Chris Harris at point, throwing himself to his right. That was a certain 4, but for that diving stop.
Well, Harris has been consistently outstanding there, brilliant in the field in every game that he's played. Just look at the commitment here and the effort. Saved a certain 4. He's taken some wonderful catches, some run-outs.
It's flicked away, it's dropped. Flicked very hard to square leg by Ramesh Raja, and Andrew Jones, who caught Amir Sohail for the first wicket of the innings, has dropped what looked like a hard but straightforward chance.
Yes, well, he went down on his knees to get down low to catch that. And really, he should have taken it. And really botched that up. Certainly 1 run. It's a life to Ramesh. Disappointment for Morrison, of course. He hit that very well, didn't he? No word there. Very well timed.
Well, Ramesh won't mind a little bit of luck.
That's a tall order.
That's very, very firmly struck through mid-on. Pitched up by Danny Morrison. Ramesh Raja not really needing to move his feet much. They're certainly not deciding to. But he split the gap and it's raced away to long on.
Yes, just stood there, didn't he? And just followed through, a full flourish.
That'll be 4 more. This time Danny Morrison dropping short. Ramesh Raja in complete control of his shot. Plenty of time to play it, and he's just flicked it over mid-wicket. That's 2 falls and 2 balls. Well, that's edged through. Down towards third man. It's going to be 4. There's no real distance down there, and the outfield is very quick here. So a mistake from Imran Khan, bringing him 4 runs.
Yes, well, he certainly didn't want it to go there. He was looking to go more over the top, straight back over the bowler's head with mid-off and mid-on up in the circle, but the edge was found, and
Deepak Patel continues. Ramesh Raja launches him over the gap into the spaces at wide mid-wicket. That's a good shot from Ramesh Raja. There's plenty of space out there. He's picked the ball nicely. He's hit it up and over. That's 4 more runs.
Yes, very good execution here. Well up. And getting down and up and over the field, of course, with 2 catches in. Only 2 fielders outside that circle in the first 15 overs. It's the right shot.
And that's another 6. Great shot from Ramesh Raja. That's 6. That's gone all the way.
That's from Imran.
So Imran Khan taking the offensive. Ramesh Raja early in the over doing the same thing. Imran Khan this time clearing the fence. It's one of the bigger boundaries to deep mid-wicket.
Yes, well, he is a clean striker of the ball, and he's obviously got his iron now. He's got used to condition.
I think he's the sort to score 4,000 runs in one-day internationals, so he's whizzed past that. And he's away again. Timing is the other thing, and placement. His placement in the times I've seen him bat has always been first class.
The other thing that's interesting, he is noted by cricketers around the world to be a good player of pace bowling. Plays well against the West Indies pace bowlers. But here we're seeing another side of his play, because he got 119 not out against New Zealand on a slowish pitch at Christchurch.
Down at third man. Can't get it. Deepak could tell the fielder, but it was too far away from him. Ramesh Raju was the batsman.
Good fortune there for Ramesh. That one went very high in the air. I can think of a few outfielders who would have caught that.
He's going to stop like a 7-iron. Didn't quite get that off the meat of the bat. He's held back there for 2 runs by the fielder and by his skipper Imran. Latham the fielder.
New Zealand won't be too perturbed to see Ramesh playing shots like that. I reckon they would figure that the odds have got to be in their favour as we look at the target. That is in case of rain.
Man's coming back for it. Could be a good catch. It is a super catch. Danny Morrison. That may be the one to swing this match back to New Zealand. Pakistan making slightly heavy weather of it. And Ramesh Raju, their most successful batsman, goes.
That's why New Zealand wouldn't be too upset to see Ramesh playing like that. And to his credit, John Wright kept the fieldsman up. He didn't push him back. Danny Morrison there taking that catch. The hit being into the wind. Ramesh is on his way, and Pakistan are 2 for 84 in the 22nd over.
Javed Miandad has faced just 1 ball. Try that again. Javed Miandad is a non-striker, and it's 2 for 84.
Danny Morrison completing the catch to get rid of Ramesh.
Willie Watson. Oh, well done. Jonty Rhodes, playback.
I'll tell you what, you've got to be up early to run Javed out. He is a magnificent runner between wickets. Chris Harris was the man. And there's no way in the wide world you can give those out.
The ability to nudge singles all day long. So that brings up the 100 for Pakistan. 263 they've got to get to win. So another 63 runs.
Keeping the ball short of a good length, not giving the batsman too much width.
He smashed that one, beautifully hit down the ground, way up into the terraces. What a magnificent straight 6 that was. Imran is going to cut loose here. Javed's down the wicket to talk to him. The Pakistanis at this ground are out of their seats. They haven't given up hope yet.
Hitting with the wind and hitting straight was a big hit. That's the biggest 6 we've seen today, going way, way back. And really did time it sweetly. He needs to do that and keep going.
Good shot. Beautifully placed by Miandad. That's 4. Magnificent shot. They got 4 men out on the offside there, and that wasn't good enough to prevent Javed from making a gap.
Just a bit of width here. See, perfectly placed cover drive, the bottom hand there finding the gap. He steered that through the covers. It was a controlled shot.
Man there, under it. Caught. Imran's gone. Harris has the wicket. Deep square, Larson, who's been bowling from the southern end in harness with Harris. Imran has got.
Yes, he was looking for the short boundary and not having to hit into the wind, but it was just a top edge. And straight to Gavin Larson. So the top wicket taker in the competition has struck again, Chris Harris. And Pakistan 3 for 134.
Imran sweeping Harris. and the ball getting rather a thick top edge for the wicket to go. Salim Malik's the new batsman. Javed Miandad taking strike, and a clever little stroke away down to the short boundary.
Chris Harris was appealing for LBW, but it was signalled 4 there by umpire Shepherd. And that's the reason why. Just a little tickle there from Javed.
Good value for television viewers as well. That's Imran's dismissal.
Top edge Skyer to Gavin Larson. He's pretty happy about it. And Chris Harris, already the leading wicket taker in the competition, gets one more victim.
Oh dear. 3 for 140 after that misfield. Gone. First cherry and gone. Salim Malik has square driven. The first ball is received from Larson, and he's hit it straight into the midriff of the man at square point.
Yes, he hasn't had much of a World Cup, Salim Malik, and that hasn't improved it any. Straight to Rod Latham. He's gone for 1, and Pakistan 4 for 140. Yeah, pretty good start to his international career. 15 innings and 200s already, plus 250s.
And it's that type of stroke that has given him a reputation of being a beautiful timer of the ball, lovely striker.
This is a bit of dissension in the camp. When Imran got out, Javed was signalling to the dressing room for a left-hander, and I assume that he was wanting Wasim Akram to come to the crease.
Salim Malik's dismissal, one-hand stroke, caught square of the wicket on the offside by Rod Latham. Out for 1. Between the two fielders, just 4, and this guy is a dangerous batsman. Only young, should have no fear of a situation like this.
Yes, he's got a terrific record in the short time that he's been playing international cricket.
It's gone right over that fielder. For a moment would have thought the wind was going to hold it up. A beautiful strike. Lovely orthodox looking stroke. Just hit through the ball.
Yes, he's going basically into the breeze there too.
Got that away into the area at mid-wicket. And he's going to go for 3.
That's very cool cricket from Inzamam. Hitting the ball into the gap. His innings in that match against South Africa, his top innings, his top score so far in the World Cup, 48. That was in a situation where Pakistan really had to get a move on, and he did it pretty well.
No ball call. It's fallen in front of Deepak Patel, who's fumbled. I'll just come back to the question, Ian, that it might be a case of which side holds its nerve now.
It's the only time we've seen, well, in the games that we've done, we've seen the New Zealand fielding put under a lot of pressure was in the late overs in the South African match.
With the spinner operating now, and the boundaries, particularly 1 or 2 of them being rather small, Pakistan on the charge. Pakistan will believe that they can get these runs now.
This job, it would never have been in any doubt. That's a magnificent shot. 4. Beautifully cut away. He's one of those players, rather like Kirsten, daren't drop anything short to him, because he can give it a little nudge fine if the fieldsman happens to be square, or cut it like he has done here.
Yes, well, short and wide outside the off stump, so that's not a good start for Patel. But Miandad, of course, as we know, is a very efficient all-round player. Very, very experienced. Had enough time to alter the shot and push it back past the bowler for an easy single.
He's cheeky. And once again, he's got it away back to the point. Will they cut this one off? Yes, I think he will. 2 for Miandad. Great placement again. So 8 runs off the over so far. That's 4. Take it away. Full tosses outside off stump. Certainly not the name of the game here. And we have a rare occurrence. The sun has broken through here in Auckland.
There's no need to worry about our weather, Tony. It's nice just to get a full day's cricket in.
Perhaps you'd like to explain to me, Richard, what that means.
No idea. And absolute confusion out in the middle there too. With John Wright, John Wright, the captain there, falling over, along with Chris Harris, the bowler. In the meantime, Pakistan get another run. So a bit of chaos out there at the moment. A lot of pressure. Look at that. Total misunderstanding.
Oh, he's got that one away right into the middle of the gap. 4, beautifully played, and Miandad wanders over to him. And they have a, what do they call it, high fives? A couple of high fives.
Well, we've got every reason to want to do that, because, my word, Zaman and Miandad have really pulled this game around for Pakistan. New Zealand looked to be well placed at one stage, but I think the odds are certainly in favour of Pakistan at the moment. New Zealand have a lot of work to do. They've really got to tighten it up. But Inzamam looks to be in commanding form. He's raced to 40 and only 26 deliveries.
Great shot, that last one. Nice little nudge there too, and Miandad, very quick, responds. That brings up the 200 now. So 4 down for 200. They need 263 to win. And he's got that one away too, exactly the same place. Patel dropping it short. This is the guy who should have opened the batting. Magnificent shot there from Imzamam al-Haq. Smashed it into the mid-wicket fence. And the New Zealanders just going a little quiet.
Very quiet. Well, of course,
shot that was.
One's got to respect and appreciate some fine batting here too, Tony. I mean, you don't deny anyone success, particularly when you see a performance like this, particularly from Inzamam, particularly, who, for me, the way he's going is sort of man of the match material, isn't he? He's turned it around.
Step back Patel, making the mistake that the other New Zealand bowlers haven't. Bowled a couple of short balls. And there he goes again. And that one down towards mid-wicket again. So 12 runs from that over. Get back, this will be out of your hands. He's missed. No, he's not out. No, he's not out. No way. They're pleading, the Kiwis. Absolutely pleading for the little finger of umpire, or the big finger of umpire Shepherd, to come out of his pocket. But he got back easy.
Well, New Zealand is certainly desperate for a wicket. Miandad there, perhaps a little bit too optimistic, trying to get a single there. Morrison again coming in. Smith. Oh, well. Very tight one. But, of course, looks as though it was a magnificent decision there by umpire Sheep. And of course, when it gets as tight as that, as we all know, the batsman must have the benefit of the doubt.
56 or 46 balls required. Really, the way he got back there, he's so quick. That's got to be a wide. However, he got a bat to
it well before as well.
It's gone to the fence. Well, there we go. The Pakistani flag is really being held high now. And the pressure getting to the Kiwis.
Morrison back into the attack. The helmets are on. This is do or die for New Zealand.
Is it ever? It's sudden death, the semi-final. 4 for 215. A very tense crowd. Boy, have they got their money's worth. This is Morrison. It's 4. Wide delivery off the bottom edge. It's gone flying away down towards third man. And the third man, because the wicket is slow, is fielding quite wide down there.
Well, quite clearly, you can't give these players any room, and the lines are going to be far tighter, on or about off stump. And you give the batsman width, and any edges can go anywhere. And of course, you allow the full flourish, the full face of the bat to hit the ball to any part of the boundary. So Morrison, not a good start. And Martin Crowe, the New Zealand captain, batted beautifully today for his 91. Must be very worried at the moment.
Oh, he's hit that one in the air and into the gap. It won't get to the boundary, will it? Yes, it will. It runs in. It was so high, it looked for a second as if it was going to stop dead, but it's gone down to the boundary for 4. Enzamam al-Haq, you little beauty, I think is what Javed is trying to tell him, because really, that's all you can say. He's played an absolute gem of an innings.
Well, I mean, how can you stop a player like this? I mean, somebody who's having his day, and when everything's going right for him, he's played some magnificent shots.
Well fielded. He's still going to get a single, though. V for victory sign, and the big beaming smile on the face of that Pakistani was, I should think, exactly the way Javed Miandad feels right now. Misfield, and another single. Will they come back for the second? Yes, he's coming. Enzamam al-Haq.
He's out.
He's got his home. What are you on about?
Well, we're all getting excited here, Tony. The crowd were very expectant there, but that was very tight. A few errors in the New Zealand game there as a bit of a misfield, but they went 3 for 2. Patel very quick and a pretty good return too to Ian Smith. And we see Javed, well, he had a lot to do. Well, make up your own mind, but probably another very good decision.
There's no way you can give him out there. Oh, and that's got him!
This time.
He's got him!
Absolutely right.
Enzamam al-Haq is run out. They've tried it once too often. And I tell you what, the Kiwis are all out of their seats. On the ground, they've all gathered around. This man has played a magnificent innings. It's all come to the end. And he's just wondering now, as he wanders back to the pavilion, whether he's taking Pakistan's World Cup chances with him.
Well, he scored 60 and 37 deliveries. Well, it's that man Harris again, and he doesn't miss. He's been absolutely superb in the field. So Pakistan 227 for 5 in the 45th over.
Enzamam al-Haq running out for a magnificent 60. He's turned the game around really and put Pakistan with a real chance in the semi-final at Eden Park. The young man a little bit slow between the wickets. It was a photo finish, and he really was straining those last couple of metres.
New Zealand have been trying to run Javed Miandad out at the far end. This time it's a great piece of fielding from Chris Harris. Diving in, and Enzamam a foot or two short there, so no problems for David Shepherd to give that one out. But great fielding by Chris Harris. New Zealand is still fighting this one right down to the wire. They're not going to give up. Pakistan aren't going to give up. And this man, Wasim Akram, he's been known to win matches from this situation. He's a great striker of a ball. Might not have the world's greatest average, but believe you me, if this man gets going, then New Zealand have still got problems.
Wasim Akram on strike. His heart will be pounding away. Harris again, he's cutting. Oh, he missed. That would have been out for sure. Wasim Akram was out of his ground. Harris in like a greyhound, picked it up, missed the stumps.
Well, Chris Harris is having a brilliant day in the field here. He's in again like lightning. And Wasim Akram not really very clever here. He's taken a few steps down, almost too many. If that ball's hit in the tangle there, Akram would have had to get up again and walk off.
It's all happening at Eden Park, and Wasim Akram almost committed suicide there. It was great effort by Chris Harris, coming in, picked it up in one scoop, just missed the stumps. See Danny Morrison coming in around the wicket to the left-hander. Full toss, he beats it, let go all the way, that's 4. That's what Pakistan wanted. It was a full pitch. Wasim Akram new to the crease, got back to ball.
Well, John Wright knows that Wasim Akram is very strong over long on, and he's not got a man on the cover boundaries. So Akram giving himself room, and he's found the gap. That's perfect placement, just what Pakistan and Akram needed at this stage. Morrison just straying in length there. Look.
It's Watson. It's a leading edge and it beats cover point. They're through for 1. Wasim Akram's quick. He's coming back for the second. He's very fast. Here's the throw. He's home.
Racing down the track there, Wasim Akram. He didn't even bother looking when he turned there, Akram. He just went for 2. He got to the far end, turned on a sixpence and came sprinting back again.
Watson around the wicket. He's charged. He's bowled in. Oh, a valuable wicket for New Zealand. Wasim Akram clean bowled for 9. It's 5 for 238.
Well, if anyone's kept a cool head, it's Willie Watson there. He's kept the ball up, he's kept it straight, and he's defeated Wasim Akram's belligerent intent. Akram down the wicket, looking to hit the ball over the top, but the perfect line and length from Willie Watson cramps him up, and he's come off the toe, off the pad, onto the leg stump, and Pakistan's hopes dealt another blow there. Akram out for 9, Pakistan now 238 and 6 wickets down.
The run rate required 6.81 per over.
Well, the run rate was up to around about 8 and over at one stage, needed by Pakistan, so they've certainly dragged it back from that.
Bad ball, and that's 4. That's what they needed. Watson bowling a rare bad ball, and Imran Khan sweeping it past the fine leg inside the circle. It's gone all the way for 4. The over's bowled at 6 for 244. Full toss, and he just wides it down the third man. They surely look for 2. He falls over. Deepak Patel. The pressure showing here at Eden Park. Poor piece of fielding. Concedes the extra run.
That's the sort of ball that at third man, in normal circumstances, you'd just come around comfortably, pick up and throw back in.
Full pitch. Doesn't get it away. Harrison hits the stumps. Ricochet. Not out. Well fielded the backup. Listen to the crowd. Oh, he's got it away fine. Patel's coming around. This time he picks it up cleanly. They're coming back for the second. Here comes Javed. He's struggling. He's there. Good running. The throw was wide. So Patel under pressure once again at third man. He picked it up beautifully, but it was a wild throw.
Well, Imran Khan has picked out Deepak Patel as a man to put under pressure down at third man.
Chris Harris to bowl the final over from the members' end. 2 to be bowled to be Morrison from the end where we're broadcasting from here at Eden Park.
Pakistan need 12 runs to win with 12 balls remaining.
He's charged, he's got a thick edge, it's gone to Watson at third man inside the circle, just a single. So Javed looking to hit down the ground, found the outside edge.
Miandad looking at the shorter boundary over extra cover there, and had he got hold of that?
He's prayed and he's missed, that's bad. He must put bat to ball or pad to ball. There's only 2 men close in. Short cover, short mid-wicket, and the pressure building with every ball here at Eden Park. Swung it backward a square, just a single. Good positive throw to the bowler's end, so the tension building with every delivery here at Eden Park. Miandad just with 4 boundaries, he's been there a long time, really needs to find the boundary in this over.
Bowler of Chris Harris's pace there, being swept like a spinner by Imran Khan. Harris is bowling into the teeth of the breeze here, the teeth of the gale.
He's charged, he hit it straight down the ground as a man defending, long off. He falls over, but just a single. So it's not over yet. Look at that crowd, the tension's enormous for the spectators. They've been here since 8:30 this morning. They've been cheering every run when New Zealand was batting. Now the boot's on the other foot. Big hit, it's gone for 6, it's going all the way. That's 6 over off.
Talk about good timing. That was beautifully struck. And if ever Pakistan needed 6 runs, this was the moment for it. Imran Khan has hit this well back into the crowd. He's taken the long handle to it. He's sliced it, sliced underneath it. 10 rows back into the crowd. 6 runs. And Pakistan's target suddenly looks a lot easier.
That was the 10th 6 of the match. Look at that, 3 runs off 7 balls, because Imran Khan, the wicketkeeper, coming in under enormous pressures, had the nerve and courage to hit it over long off for 6. Small ground, Eden Park, but it's not easy to do when you've got 40,000 fans here. And think of the millions around the world watching this telecast. He's pulled it, man out there at square leg, he's defending, it's going fine, it could go all the way, he's coming around quickly, we die. That's 4 runs. And Pakistan have won the first semi-final in Eden Park. A magnificent performance by Javed Miandad, Inzamam al-Haq. And look at that, look at Javed. What a performance from the veteran. A magnificent win. When you're chasing 262, you have to do all the hard work.
Well, the entire Pakistan team has raced onto the field, and no wonder. This has been a fantastic batting performance by Pakistan.